Hi everybody, welcome back. I know it's been a while and I said I was going to get on this a little bit more, but I'm trying to push through things as best I can. First of all, forgive me for the lighting. I know it's it looks like the 50s drama horror show. It surely is. My name is Boris Karloff. This is going to be a thriller. But anyway, so we got the dark over here, we got the cool light over here. The only lights I have, I got a little toy light, little lamp or a table lamp, and I got my window open, which is kind of nice for a change. It's all snow and cold out there. And so I could do this, I suppose. I got a light over here I was using as a tester, and now I've got the two different temperature lighting on both sides. So I don't know if this looks better or not, but we can go with it for right now. Okay, after all that, let me explain what this video is about. Now I'm working on the transmitters for AM. We could do a quick FM one, and that's pretty easy. There's a lot of them out there that, and we'll go over that as we're going into the AM, but I want to have it more together because the AM has it's a little bit tougher. They have, well, naturally the wave is longer, and you're working with more wire, and so anyway, we're going to get to that, and I've got a radio I'm going to rebuild, that RCA. I should have everything for it, and I'm going to get that all set up. But before I do that, I had a little problem. My Variac that I have is let's see, made in China. What happened was it was on my one chair, and I didn't know. I put it there, forgot that I put it there. Went to move the chair, it flipped over. These things are very heavy. If you own one of these, you know how heavy they are. And when I take it apart, and that's what this is about. We're going to take it apart. Because when it fell, all this weight went bam and smashed some stuff on the inside. Now the windings are okay because I've kind of half tested it, and I put it together and it kind of half works right now. But I need to take it back apart again because there's some adjustments that need to be done for the contacts and blah blah blah. And I thought, well, you know what? Why don't I make a video on that? I don't know if there's a video out there of people taking these apart and putting them back together. There's probably several of them, I don't know. But I thought, well, it'd be something to just, maybe we could try. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and whether it works or not, I don't know. Like I said, I got it halfway working, but that's not, you can't have your Variac come up. You don't really know what the thing is, and then it gets to full power, then you leave it alone and it shuts off, and it's got to be like right out of money or not there. So, okay, so that's what we're going to do then. Okay, I suppose the best thing that we can do right now is to start tearing this thing down. Now, another thing, I lost a couple screws to it, because that's how good I am, and but first of all, there's two screws up here, they're two Phillips, and we're going to start by taking them off. And I got this thing right here, I just get these going. Let me get that one together. And these are kind of long. I want to keep everything all together too, because I'm real good at losing stuff. I'm using the old cotter key, which I normally never do, and somewhere around here, I used to be into building airplanes, and I had some really good, good screws, I had a whole bunch of cotter keys. I suppose I should just try to see if I can find them. I hate putting old keys back in. Something like this, you're not going to be 4,000 feet up in the air, and your life's going to be hanging on it. So, but you should still have good cotter keys. So anyway, I'll put them over there. This comes out now. You can see we've got wires coming in, and here where the meters are and everything. So what we have to do next, you can see how loose that is there, okay? I got a screw in the back I got to take off. So we'll pop this baby and use this again. I got some metal screws around here. I'll find some. When we get this finished, I'll make sure I have good screws in there. That's a little teeny guy though. So now we can take it apart. There we go. Okay. Now this part here, geez, I hope we're getting this. This lighting is horrible. I might stop this right here and go and check it out, because if you can't see what I'm doing, this is like silly then, isn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we got this apart. Here is that big old coil, and that thing weighs a ton, but man, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I was afraid that might have broke. This piece here, this rubber piece, I don't know if it's this piece or the other piece on the bottom. One of them, when it fell, it split in half, just broke right up. And there's some other pieces in here, like this. We'll take that apart and I'll show you that move too, and that's part of the adjustment. So let me click this off here again. I'm going to check this out and make sure that we got the right light, and if it's good, we'll continue. If not, then you'll never hear this because I'm going to put this out. Okay, here we go. We're back again. I looked at, you can kind of see, I guess you can see enough to what we're doing, so that should work, hopefully. So here we have the coil. We got this secured here, and that's okay. There's like a plastic nut that's here, and it's actually part of a shaft, and it runs up into, there's like a rubber nut right in there, and then this is pushed down by this here, and so I need to take this off to show you what I'm doing here. Okay, I got that off. This is the part that slips through here, and then the knob adjusts on the outside. Okay, now I'll show you what this does. If you turn this way. Okay, this slips through here. Okay, runs through the other side. See this or not, but there, like I said, that nut that's down there, that's where the cotter pin and that goes through also. And this here, this needs to ride on the coil, and that's how you go to the different areas, and the higher you go up, the more current you get, and the more voltage, it goes up. But that has to ride on there, okay? That rides on there. It's connected by this through this, and then they ride. But the whole key to this is this has to stay like there. So this down here has to be where it is, and I think I can push it a little more higher up. So that's what I think I'm going to try to do. That's what I was talking about, these adjustments that we need to make. I think I got a better one for that. More heavier duty. There you go. Okay. I got enough room to get the cotter pin through. So let me put the washer on. And I just put the key in for the moment. Pull this up and let this come down so it constantly slides on here. And that's where it's got to be. So and we'll hope that this works. Now, while I'm doing this, I kind of, most of you probably know how these work. It's pretty simple. But if you don't, what happens is the juice flows through and it runs through the coil and makes, and it has its field. And then this here moves along the coil, like I said before, and depending on where it is, there's more juice flowing as you go. So you can start off in a very small part of the coil and just have a little bit of juice flowing to where you get you've got the full amount. And so that's what this does here. So hopefully that's going to work this time. Like I said, it worked before, but I had it where it was pushing on this thing here. I suppose I still have to do this. Okay. This has to go over here like this, and this top part needs to come on. Now what we'll do is we'll put the top back on it. And here's the, the different deals that you use as you go around. So, put this on here. Let's try to get everything lined up. Like I said, right at the moment, I just want to make sure the darn thing works. I need there we go. And actually the screws are like real tricky too, so you wouldn't think that lining this up all the way into there would be a big deal. But turns out that it is. Let's see if I can get that one going halfway decent. I got that. Now let's see if we can get this next one lined up, and then we'll get the one in the back and we should be good to go. Okay. Whoops. It's got to be just right, otherwise it's not going to screw in. And like I said, you wouldn't think it would be that big of a deal. Turns out it really is, though. But we'll get her. Okay, there's that one. Let's finish up. Let's tighten up that one. And let's get the little one in the back. And that's always fun too. Like I said, I got two more. I'll find two more screws And eventually I'm going to get a new cotter key for the back too, but this will be good enough just so we can see that it runs okay. I'm going to keep that there too. Alright. Now this is slotted, so makes it kind of nice. And around here we go. Not really a whole lot to it, but okay, seems to be sliding on that thing. So what's the next step? Power off. Let's give it a try. Okay, here we go. Hey, got some power there. Got the needles moving. It's all the way down to 0. Now we'll keep cranking her up. Cranking her up. Whoops. It gets to about right there, and then she dies. So that must be the end. Okay. So let's try this next. I got this lamp here, and okay, it just went dark, I know. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see if it'll work as a Variac. I mean, the meter worked, right? So it should work. So let's, uh-oh, I see the light coming on. Uh-oh. There we go. Hey! What do you know? We got a Variac again. Okay, so thank goodness that works. And you know, I didn't really get to show you that much. You know, I mean, you've seen that, you know, the electronics in it's pretty simple. You know, you got a power switch and it's run through a fuse, and then it runs through a meter as you go into the coil, and then we've seen where the coil sat, and the feeder bar came around, and as it goes up on the coil, it picks up more juice. Just like when you're tapping the windings of a coil, it's kind of basically doing the same thing. So with that, it blinks a little bit, and it probably needs to be more a little fine-tuned. I think I can do that, but right now it works. I mean, I can slowly, you know, what I'll do is I'll take an ampere meter, and I'll put it in line with it before I actually do a radio, so I can actually, because I don't really want to count on this little meter anyway. I can't really see it. It's not really telling me nothing. If I put it on I've got an analog in here. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to turn this into something. I've got an old one of my Chinese meters that, believe it or not, actually blew out. It worked for a little while, but then she blew out. But the meter's still good. So I think I can do something with this and actually make an ammeter. So that's kind of what I'm going to do in the near future. So it's really good coming back out and making this video here. And like I said, now that I got the Variac working, I'll feel a little better about opening up the radio and bringing it up to power. I didn't want to do it, get it started, then and not have this. So, oh, now we got to stop and wait. So I didn't want to do that. So until next time, it should be pretty soon. Maybe we'll get started on that RCA radio in 1946, and we'll do it together. Until then, as always, thank you so much for being here watching. For those of you subscribe, thank you very, very much. I know I'm on and off again a lot here, But, and I'm gonna continue to try to do my best to come out with stuff, good information that's fun and educational. Until then, take care everybody and God bless.